we sound. I thought that. I think our voices have improved a lot. Anyway. Even though they are not persuaded by political satire, they then do research that does persuade them. And I myself have changed my opinion on guns a long time ago. I was opposed to guns, moderately opposed to guns, and because I was watching. And then I was watching
a sex change, and what happened?
No, so I was watching, I believe, The Daily Show, and it was right after a big gun tragedy. And they were doing a bunch of stuff on it, and I decided to look into it. And that's when I had a much more moderate view on guns. Mm-hmm. When I looked into the stats and found out that over 2/3 of the gun homicides that are reported are suicides.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty important stat that kind of gets left out.
Another huge majority is black teenagers killing other black teenagers.
Oh my, no.
What? That's not true?
I mean,
black
yeah,
on
it's
black
true.
Violence is a major problem.
Well, there's way more white on white violence. Why are you bringing race into it?
Oh, because it's a huge problem in the black community.
It's a huge problem in the white community.
It's not an issue with guns.
The majority.
Why are you upset about that?
Well, because you're bringing race into it. What does race have to do with guns?
No, it's not.
There's more black on black violent crime per the population.
Yeah,
right. But
overwhelming.
But it's a huge problem.
Yeah, but look
in that
at
community.
Exactly in that community, Sean. So look at if you go to a place where it's predominantly black, like Inglewood or St. Louis or whatever.
Wait a minute. All I'm saying is,
well, let me finish this point. If you go to a place that's predominantly black, like St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of black on black crime because guess what? All the citizens who live there are black, or the majority are black. So yeah, you're going to see spike on black crime. But it's not that saying it's black on black is like saying, oh, it's white on white crime. Because if you go to an affluent neighborhood and one person gets shot, the odds are going to be that the person who shot them is going to be white, and the person who got shot is also going to be white, because that's all the people who live there.
I'm baffled that you're taking this in this direction.
Right.
Right. My point was saying gun deaths is not an accurate representation of the violence inherent to guns. Like,
right.
There's way more gun violence that happens in urban black communities. That's not me making stuff up. That's the numbers.
But it's also saying like way more gun violence happens with people with penises. Way more gun violence happens with people who wear a certain thing. Right, but you chose to say black. Like, look, guys, I don't want to get into this because instead of saying black, you could have said poor. You could have said
but
impoverished.
That's not true.
It is true. It absolutely is true. There's way more gun violence in Compton than fucking Beverly Hills.
Yeah. No one would debate that.
And what's the difference? What's the predominant difference between Compton and Beverly Hills other than race?
Which part of this are you offended by? Just the race part?
Right. Why race? Why does race have to do with anything?
Because it's a different issue. It's conflating gun violence with a very different issue. That's a race issue.
It's not a race issue.
I would think that the different races have different issues they need to address. Well, like treating everyone like it's just the same and throwing up your hands is a little irresponsible when you're looking at the data.
The big variable isn't race. It's poverty.
Well, if you listen to most of the black leaders, they're very concerned about the black on black
of course.
Violence.
It's a huge
that's the
problem.
fucking headline. No, it's not true. That's the fucking headline. Those are the ones that get the headlines, like black on black crime.
I think you're way off on this.
You
no,
realize you're
absolutely
talking
not.
to two people who want to lessen black violence, right? Like, it's not my issue.
What does race have to do with anything?
A lot of times it is tied to the poverty level
It's poverty.
as well.
It's always fucking poverty. You're not seeing, you go to a rich black neighborhood and the crime levels drop miraculously.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Miraculously.
No, I agree with you on poverty.
Even though they're black, the crime levels drop.
Yeah. There's not a lot of affluent black neighborhoods, though.
Right, but the one that's irrelevant. The ones that are, the ones that are affluent and black, because there aren't a lot of black people. It's 13% of the population. So you're really narrowing down 13% of the population.
Why are you so angry about this?
Because it involves race into something that has nothing to do with race.
I think you're thinking that we're being racist.
Yeah, I think so too.
That.
But you're choosing
black poverty is very different than white poverty.
We're getting way off. We're getting way off. I don't want to throw this whole episode out into this thing.
Why?
We can talk about this some other time. Because this isn't the focus of this episode. We got a lot of stuff to cover. We can move on and we can talk about this some other time.
All right, we win. Me and Sean win the argument.
All right, great. Bravo. All right. Anyway, so this article here from the Harvard Crimson. That is something, that entire procedure is something you would never see on the nightly news.
Well, wait a minute. So is that why you're saying they're not journalists?
No. That's why I'm saying that political satire is so important above and beyond changing people's minds. Why is it tasked? Why should political satire have to change people's minds?
That was what Asterio said. I don't know. He's not here to defend himself. That wasn't my
Are you
big
saying
wicket.
because he explained it in a really accessible way?
Yeah,
Because he did in that respect, where they would never lay it out quite like that and show its absurdity in like a nightly news program.
Right.
I get that.
And I think that's what the Trump thing really gets to the heart of, because the whole thing.
I was really wanting to get through this without talking about Trump.
Oh, well.
Can we go back? Can we go back to black on black crime?
Yeah. No, this is gonna be really tough then. But this article goes on here. Listen to this. Viewers have said, so the other thing is, he said that people who watch Colbert Report and Stewart are of a particular political persuasion. It says here, viewers of satire are more likely to watch and read traditional news sources as well, in addition to their satire sources, according to an article in Columbia Journalism Review. In fact, satirists often refer to other news sources to provide background of their critiques, and research suggests that increased viewership of political humor increases knowledge of current events, leads to further information seeking on related topics, and increases viewer interest in and attention paid to politics and the news. And then they said here, less than half of the viewers of The Daily Show and Colbert Report are liberals. In fact, 38% of the viewers of Colbert Report, as well as 41% of those watching Daily Show, consider themselves independents. These shows have roughly the same percentage of Democrat viewers as the New York Times and USA Today.
I think a lot more people nowadays, since they're so disillusioned with both major parties, they identify as independents a lot more than they used to.
People are very disenfranchised.
For sure.
Right.
Anyway, what do you got?
I got some.
Ever wonder why no one who anyone respects, like your father or Donald Trump, buys into that crap?
Your father. I'm equating Donald Trump to your father, right? Who everyone respects. Shithead.
No one respects. You're saying people do respect New Age crap or not?
No, I'm saying that you need to work on your reading comprehension skills. I'm equating father, who in the book Men Are Better Than Women, the father is about as respectful as you can get. I'm equating your father and Donald Trump. The joke there is that I'm implying Donald Trump is my father. That's the joke.
Okay. Good joke.
Another dick versus dick.
All right. Well, I guess you've always been a Trump supporter, I guess.
Of course, because he's awesome.
No one who anyone respects, like Donald Trump or your father, buys into that crap.
Why would I be shitting on your father?
I don't know. No, you're talking about the chick's father.
Yeah. Why would I be shitting on a father?
I don't know, man. You wrote the book.
But can you not see the difference? Like no one who anyone respects, like your father. Everyone respects him.
The father clears it up.
Of course it does.
Look, I got a clip. I got a song for us. I'll take
Are
your
we
word
gonna
for
make it to
I don't
101 episodes?
We'll see. We'll see. I got a song here.
What is it?
This one is really starting off.
I got a song here from Victor.
Because someone forgot to go to the P.O. box to get all these 100th episode presents.
Look at how much barbecue sauce is spilling out of that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm opening up a package here. We got a bunch of T-shirts here. Take a look at these shirts.
Okay.
And let's see if I got a note here. They're a bunch of shirts.
Oh, they're your shirts. They're Maddox brand shirts. Civil disobedience is still disobedience.
Oh, I think someone sent these in for me to sign them or something. Okay, never mind. Let's get to another package.
Are you sure they're not returns?
No, because I don't sell these from my online store. I sell these from my online store, but these aren't ones that I've shipped.
All right.
I know that was a joke.
Okay. Let's get to another package. Yeah, that's for signing.
Oh, thanks, Randy.
I'll cut that package out.
Fine.
Sorry, Sean. There's gonna be a lot of stuff we're cutting out of this.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we got a lot of packages here. Look.
So this summer,
it sounds like what's his name? Kanye. No, the guy's like
Kanye.
Folgers. Good to the last drop. You know who I'm talking about?
The Folgers Crystals coffee
No,
commercial?
the guy, the black guy, Warren something.
Why does race have to be brought into it?
I was right there.
All right. Today's show is brought to you by Harry's.
because it is devastating when it happens. And to be able to function with addiction, and Sean, you hit on a point here. You said that addicts. Yeah, I've seen it happen in friends of mine. Sean, so as an objective, narrator. No, what's the word?
$50 billion industry.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
Tell me about it. Half that spent out of my pocket, I think.
Women initiate 70% of divorces.